Google Forms are a great way to collect and qualify leads for your coaching business. But the problem is, if you just dump those leads into a spreadsheet, it's completely up to you to follow up and nurture them to become clients. And let's be honest, trying to manually follow up with everyone when you just want to focus on coaching is a complete nightmare. In this video, I'll show you how to automate your follow-up by connecting Google Forms to Ambit, a lead nurture platform built specifically for online coaches. Let's get into it. All right, so here's an example of a lead qualification form. I'm collecting the name, the email, and their number one goal over the next 3 to 6 months. So what we want to do is when someone submits this form, we're going to send them an email sequence that nurtures them to become a client. And we're also going to put them on our email list so we can have the option to send them our own emails every day, every week, or on whatever cadence we like. So to do this, we're going to be using Ambit, as I mentioned. You can sign up for Ambit with a link in the description. There's a free 30-day free trial. You can follow along with me. And once we're in Ambit, we're going to go over to campaigns and we're going to click on email templates. And here we can set up 3 email templates that will welcome the lead to our email list. So what you'll do is you'll click add email template and then you'll write your emails here. So you can use AI if you like to give yourself some inspiration as to how to frame these emails. You can watch some of my other videos as well. I go over this in detail, but typically the frame I use is the first email is a welcome to the email list. Second email is providing some free value, and then we put a booking link in the PS section. And the third email is a direct call to action to book a call. But you can do this however you like. I'm sure you have a much better sense of how to connect with your ideal clients than I do. Once you've written your 3 emails though, so we're going to click this 3 times and have 3 different emails. Then we're going to go over to automations and we're going to click add automation. Okay, and this is the automation builder. So what we're going to do is we're going to trigger the automation whenever a contact gets added. Then we're going to send them the 3 emails spaced out by 1 day each. So the first email, we're going to choose our email template. So when you create your email template, it'll show up in this list. So I'll go ahead and click my first email. And then we're going to click this plus and we're going to choose delay. And this is going to let us wait for 1 day before moving to the next step. So on the delay stage, we're going to enter 1 day. So we'll wait 1 day. We'll hit this plus right after the delay and we'll send another email. Here we're going to choose our second email. So I'm going to do this one. And then we're going to add another delay. This again for 1 day. And then a final email. Okay, so there it is. This is our email sequence, and this gets triggered anytime a new contact gets added into Ambit. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and then once it's saved, I'm going to click this button here to activate the automation. I'll also give it a name. We can call it 3-day welcome sequence, and now it is live. All right, so the last step is to connect Google Forms to Ambit so that whenever someone fills out this form, they're going to get put into Ambit, and then the automation is going to get kicked off so they'll get this email sequence. So for this, we're going to use Zapier.com. So this is a platform that lets you link apps together. So once you're on Zapier, you're going to go ahead and click create and then click Zaps. And then for the trigger here, we're going to choose Google Forms. Then for the trigger event on the Google Forms, we're going to choose new form response. And for the account, you'll want to connect this to your Google Forms account. Then we'll click continue. And then we'll choose the form that we want to use. In this case, it's my coaching questions form. Then click continue again. All right, now let's fill out the form with a sample response so Zapier knows what a form response looks like. So I'll fill it out with my own information and we'll click submit. Okay, the response has been recorded. I'm going to jump back into Zapier and I'm going to click test trigger. And you can see our form response has been recorded right here, and you can see my information is stored right here. All right, so before we jump into the second part of the Zapier integration, I'm going to go back into Ambit to make sure we have all the right fields stored on our contacts. And what I mean by that is we want to make sure that every one of these fields gets mapped into Ambit the right way. So inside Ambit, if we go over to contacts and then we click on fields, we can add custom fields to make sure that our Google form responses line up with the fields in Ambit. So in this case, I already have name and email by default, but I also have this goal one. So I want to make sure that the goal that gets recorded in the form gets imported into Ambit also. So I'm going to click add field, and I'll make a new field called goal. The type for this can be text, that makes sense, and let's hit add field. Okay, now that we have our fields lined up, we'll go back into Zapier and click the second part, the action here. Here we're going to search for Ambit, and then for our action event, we're going to choose add contact. So this means whenever we get a new form response in Google Forms, we're going to add the contact in Ambit. Then I'll connect my Ambit account, and then I'll click continue. All right, and this is the part where we do the mapping. So here for name, we're going to click this plus, and we're going to choose the name that we got from our Google form. And then for email, we'll do the same thing. Click the plus, find the email that got submitted. And then for subscriber status, we're going to put them on active. This means we'll have the ability to send them emails. And then for the goal, we'll again hit the plus, and we'll find that what's your number one goal question. Okay, we'll hit continue, and let's test it out. Okay, the test was successful. If I jump back into Ambit now and I go to contacts, I should see that contact has now been logged in Ambit, and the goal has come through as well. All right, the last step is just to hit publish, and we're live. So let's test it out. I'm going to delete the contact so we can try it again. I'm going to fill it out one more time. I'm going to hit submit. And now let me check my inbox. And here it is, the email landed in my inbox. This is the first email of our welcome sequence. I know it's talking about an ebook, but that's just because I used one of my other emails, but you can make this email say whatever you want, of course. So this lets you automatically follow up with leads as you receive them, so you don't have to worry about manually reaching out. Another thing is you can go over here and click new broadcast, and this will let you send daily or weekly emails to your entire list. So you can send out mass emails instead of having to manually follow up to keep your list warm. And then at the end of each email in the PS section, you can include a call to action of some kind. So whether it's to book a call for a paid offer or some kind of special program or cohort you're running, you can put it in here and give them a link. And then you'll be able to track how many people are actually opening that link. So if we go back here to campaigns and we click analytics, we can actually see what percentage of people are opening our emails, what percentage are clicking them, and this lets us know how well our emails are doing. So if you're interested in trying out Ambit, we currently offer a 30-day free trial that comes with everything you need to turn cold, dead traffic into paying clients. That link's in the description. Aside from that, thanks for watching, keep killing it, and have a wonderful day.